On SPC2 now, it's Take Heart, in which artist Damien Hirst digs up the body of Tony Hart in order to take his heart and make one of his horrible sculptures with it. It's quite sick, actually. Don't watch that. Stay on SPC1, where we have Rich and Ali's Craven Newsround. Oh my God, the sun's in my eyes. I'm burning, I'm melting, I'm melting. Oh, that's no good, is it? We can't, where can we go? Why is there a window in the studio? The sun just came out while the titles were playing. I look like the man without a face. I look like I'm in that Wayans Brothers film where they white up. That's what I look like. The sun, look, I'll just go down. It's all right, Richard. It doesn't that. No one watches your face. They're only interested in the. Hello, welcome to. We'll have to carry on regardless. This is live. Looks quite nice now, doesn't it? Yeah. Welcome to Richard Alley's Craven Newsround. I'm Richard Herring. You may have seen me on the trails for Bake Off out this Sunday. The trails through. My daughter said she saw me on TV when she was on a school trip. That's my dad, but by the time anyone looked, I'd gone, what, look, why is my face fine? Why didn't we swap places? You go there. I can't go on this side. Oh, I like it. I look so young. You do look a lot younger in that light. Yeah, it's nice. Well, we just have to work with what we've got here. It's a bit odd having you on this side. Yeah, can you operate my controls, do you think? Well, probably just as well as I could before. Okay, here you go. I'm Ali, Slother. Victorian figure, I'm cheeky knee. That was very good. That came up a bit fast. I'm winking at it. Look at me winking at it. I'm coming to your house to eat your children. Don't do that. It's a very scary thing for a lot of people. I am a little drunk. Oh, your eyes got stuck. That's good. Well, I'm winking at it, Richard. That's okay. And what else? Sit on it, Barbara. Of course, sit on my gigantic penis. That's too much to say that. There's my mum. She's going through a hard time. Leave her alone. I'm sorry. I shall be going through a hard time when I finish that. It's absolutely not appropriate. I can't work with you if you're going to be rude about my mum. The sun's gone in now. I'll come back this way. Okay. The sun could come out again, Richard. The sun is our enemy in many ways. It's the enemy of news. And all, think about it. What you mean, the Sun newspaper? Is that what you want? Yeah. Is that what you're trying to get? That the Sun is like the Sun newspaper? Well, it just occurred to me. Well, it wasn't very good. That wasn't very good. Anything else you want to say? Get it out the way early. And no one likes a same tray. Sometimes they forget that one. Also, don't put your eggs in a basket. This is Robinson. This is Nurchison. Tried it and it didn't work for her. So she went to the shop with a great big hard put her eggs in it instead. And she bumped into Mrs. Harris, the local village know-it-all. Can you remember what you meant to rhyme that with? I can't remember. What did you put it in? A know-it-all? A know-it-all? And the yolk stripped down between her legs. If it had to rhyme with eggs, that was excellent. Oh, we're back again. This is a disaster. And I did my face. Why am I on fire? One day maybe you will burn. Anyway, look, this is an independent TV station bringing you the real news that the Lamestream media daren't bring you. That's right, Richard. We're here every day, aren't we? Pretty much, unless you're too busy doing something else. So that's pretty much every day. Yeah. Sometimes you're busy doing other stupid things that you do for no money, aren't you? Yeah. But if you're not doing those stupid things for no money, you're here doing this for no money. Hey, look, I don't need money when I have the love and adulation of the great British and world public. Yeah, you don't really have that, do you? I mean, that's not going to, that wouldn't even keep the one little light bulb running, would it? That amount of energy. Even on a little circuit board in school, where you connect the circuit board to one of the little tiny light bulbs. the amount of love and adulation you get. Well, when I'm dead, I think people will start to appreciate me and realise that they should have been nice to me when I was alive, and that I'm a genius, and that this is actually not shit. This is actually very clever. I'm winking at it. You stop winking. Well, I was winking at it. I don't have anything to say about that. I don't think they will realise, but maybe one day your kids will take over, and then this will be a good show. Until that day, I'm happy being here with you, Rich, until that day that you die and your children take over. I live on forever. I'm immortal, essentially. I see the herrings come and go. I see them live. I see them die. I remain constantly here, never aging. Well, you're looking pretty rough. And seeing time tick by, see the mistakes the humans make over and over again. Never learning, always doing the wrong thing, until eventually they die and the world ends. Well, I was saying this, I think, the world ends, but if the world does end, the epitaph will be, at least we owned the libs, won't it? That's the beauty of what President Trump's course is. The people are voting for him because they want to own the libs. And, if that means the annihilation of the human race, I think that's the ultimate owning of the libs there from the MAGA. Make Richard Herring great again, that's what I say. What, Murahugga, that's what I say. Should we get a hat with Murahugga written on it? Shall we just do the fucking news and get this over with? People are busy, they don't want to hear us just prattling on. Is it because you haven't got anything? I've got loads today. I've got loads of news today. You can go back on that side. That's the correct side. Thank you. I've got loads today. I don't need to do any filler because I've got loads of stuff to talk about. You may have seen on the grown-up news that the TV's repair shop has rejected the inappropriate Bob Monkhouse joke book. Did you see this? What's happened? So the repair shop, it's a show on TV. You could consider going in there. I've already been repaired by Richard Ison. He's done he's done an adequate job, hasn't he? Look exactly the same. He's done a good job. He stripped me down to my underwear, the fucking pervert. And then he had a little look at me and maybe a little bit better. Since then, you fucking wrecked me again. Well, that's not the point. Take me to the repair. Well, if I took you to the repair shop, I think you'd say something and they say that's inappropriate. Can't have you on because you just said something inappropriate. Well, I'm not in control of what I say, Richard. Of course you are. Don't try and blame other people for your own pronouncements. But B, I think they would, in a way, if they made you look like you originally looked, I think that would be spooky, and I don't think you would lose some of your character. The fact that you've got this rubbish broken tie, and that there's holes in your top, and your face is dirty, and oh my God, that's really falling apart there. I didn't notice that. Your hair's falling out, yeah, and all your paint's falling off your nose, yeah. Do you want someone painting you up like that? No, Richard, I'm happy as I am. Anyway, so the news is that they've banned Bob Monkhouse's family. Bob Monkhouse, great comedian, fan of comedy as well. He wasn't exactly my taste of comedian, but I like him as a man, and I like the fact that he stayed very interested in comedy. He made these amazing joke books that catalogued all the jokes from, I think, the 60s, maybe the 50s onwards. And he was renowned for this. I think they might have got stolen at some point, did they? I don't know. I've got a suddenly vague memory of that, but then they turned up again. They're in bad shape. His family took them into the repair shop, and then the repair shop read some of the jokes. This is what happened. The BBC... It's just political. You can't say anything anymore, can you? You can't. Am I going to turn into one of those guys? Yeah, maybe. According to The Sun, it all connects, doesn't it? It does. It looks like it's just made up as it goes along. Look, and then, as I say, according to The Sun appears to spread its wisdom upon us. The book was taken to the workshop in the programme's barn by Monkhouse's daughter and his comedy writing partner, Joanna Ball, managing director of Ricochet, which produces the show. We said we planned to fix the joke book, but then we got in the barn and saw it in its entirety. We realised it contained many jokes that were not appropriate for broadcast. Oh dear. What I would say to that, look, don't broadcast the joke. It's jokes, and some of them will be of historical interest only. Some of them will have gone out of fashion. But it's a massive joke book full of jokes. They can't all have just been, take my mother-in-law, look at that, she's fat and I hate women. They can't all have been that, because Bob Monkhouse, out of all of them as well, Bob Monkhouse, if you look Bob Monkhouse up in allegations, you get this. story, and you get that in the Golden Shot. Oh, I remember that show. It was a good show, wasn't it? There was allegations that he might have like fixed it, but they were never proven. So out of all the people in entertainment, he seems like a decent person. I'm not going to lay my cards out completely because you find things out later, but he doesn't seem to have been one of those guys, okay? So he might have written down some jokes that were now inappropriate, that were appropriate then. Just don't read the jokes out. That's what I would say. Read some of the jokes that are appropriate. And, you know, I've looked into this. The repair shop have fixed Roald Dahl's gate. Oh, he's done some stuff. He has said some stuff. You know, there's nothing written on the gate, presumably. Probably isn't some swastikas and stuff on the gate. But Roald Dahl certainly made some very anti-Semitic comments in his life. Extremely anti-Semitic. So why are we repairing his gate if you're going to start judging what the people have done in the past? But also, look, I wondered, you know, okay, there's some jokes in there that aren't appropriate. I don't like those jokes. I agree with you. Don't air them. Don't have to say anything about them. Fix the book. Read out, you know, people laughed when I said I was going to be a comedian. They're not laughing now. Read out those funds. You know, I want to die like my dad, peacefully asleep, not like his passengers screaming the hell out or whatever. You know what it was. You know those. I need the book to be able to read them out properly. I don't remember jokes. Just read the good ones out and ignore the other ones. I looked into it. The repair shop. There's Jay Blades from the repair shop. He used to be on the repair shop. I can't remember why he's not on anymore. Can you remember why he's not on anymore? No, can't remember it. Yeah, there's some reason why he's not on anymore. Repair shop. Oh, high and mighty repair shop. This is them repairing. It's them fixing a Bible. Now let me have a look at my Bible facts. You know, they didn't worry about fixing a Bible. Let's have a little look in and see what if there's anything. Is there anything sexist in the Bible, Ali? I wouldn't have thought so. No, I mean, and probably not jokes. Probably serious stuff. Wasn't it Timothy 2:11-12 that states, I permit no woman to teach or to have authority over a man, she is to keep silent? Didn't worry about that when they were repairing that, didn't they? Didn't read that bit out. Isn't there a bit in the Ten Commandments where a wife is listed among the property of a man that should not be coveted alongside servants, houses and cattle? Slaves, I think it is as well. Not so, you know, the Bible condoning slavery and sexism. Is there a bit in the Deuteronomy? I can't remember. Tell me. You're just reading off the fucking screen. I can't remember, Ali. Just remind me. I haven't read the Bible. I'm not interested. Just remind me. Is there a bit in Deuteronomy 22, 23, 24? That's a good... Where the commands a raped woman in a city to be killed if she did not scream. Is there not been Deuteronomy 22, 28, 29 that mandates that a rapist pay 50 shekels to a woman's father and marries her, effectively forcing the victim to live with her attacker? Is that not in the Bible that you repaired in the repair shop with Jay Blades standing there smiling? Repair shop. Oh, look at the sexism in your own eye before looking at Bob Monkhouse's books and then deciding you're not going to mend them because you don't want to read some of the jokes out that you don't have to read out. Richard, you'd really having to go at the repair shop. They won't have me on now. I don't know if I want them on. Isn't there a bit in Numbers 31, 17, 18 that instructs soldiers to kill all non-virgin women and male children but keep young girls for themselves? Is that as bad as the mother-in-law jokes in Bob Monkhouse's book? I don't know. But you repaired that Bible, didn't you, repair shop? You're turning into Joe Rogan or something, Rich. I'm not. I'm just saying, you know, it's not... I'm not saying, oh, you can't say anything anymore. I'm not saying tell the jokes. I'm not saying read out those bits of the Bible like you just did. I'm not saying that. They do that on TV. Just don't read the bits out. But in the Bob Monkhouse thing, have a little think about whether you want to repair a Bible when it's full of that horrible actual stuff. Those aren't jokes. That's the commands of God. That's what God thinks. And you're happily repairing that J blade standing there. But I wouldn't melt in his mouth, would it? All right, Richard. I don't like it when you get so angry and stuff. I think it soils the fun of the show. I think the show should be fun just to leave. Did somebody say virgin? It's not appropriate to come in with that at this point. We're doing a serious bit. Look, in order to talk about this subject, as this show is an anti, whatever I'm meant to think, if sexism is wrong, that is what I think now. If that's what people are saying, I agree with that. And this is a very anti-sexist show. We believe everyone's equal, don't we? Yeah, we don't believe we should make any of those old-fashioned stupid jokes, don't we? We don't think that, Rich. We think we should be very forward-looking. So we've got a reporter over at the repair shop right now. What's that? I don't know which reporter we've got today. There it is. There's the repair shop. It just says pair shop. That hasn't worked out. Pair op. but that's just because the camera's pointing just at the second bit of the repair shop. Let's see which reporter we sent across to chastise the repair shop people for their hypocrisy. And I just think they're hypocritical. If you're going to judge an item by what's in it, then look, I'm not saying I'm Jesus, no, but I think am I wise for saying the stuff I've said. Let's see which reporter is there. Hello, it's just me, Henry Hippo. Oh. Yes, I'm here to talk about the sexism in Bob Monkhouse's routines, Richard. Yeah, I don't know if that was Terry, was that the best reporter we could set? Well, I was the only one available, Richard. Where is the repair shop, actually, Henry? I don't know. Well, you're there, aren't you? Is it's somewhere on planet Earth, Rich. It's a repair shop. I'm here. Do you not remember getting there? Yeah, I got driven here. It's probably in the UK somewhere. And I don't know where I am. Good reporting, Henry Hippo. Yeah, Richard, I've talked to other people at the repair shop, and I agree with them. I think there's too many sexist jokes in this world, even if they're just written down in a book and you can't see them because you don't show them on camera. I think we shouldn't even have them inside a shut book. I think sexism is it's one of the worst things on this earth. Okay, well, I'm glad you think, because that's very much the philosophy here of the Rich and Ali's Craven Newsround. I don't really agree with that. Well, you do agree with that. I think the Lyle's right to that women. No, you do not think that, Alice. Don't say that. That's awful. Well, I'm not sure. I'm an old-fashioned guy. I'm from Victorian times, and I just, I like the old ways. We're not turning into that kind of podcast. We don't like the old ways. We like the new ways. Whatever the new thing is that everyone says we have to think, that's what we think. That's how on the fucking button we are here. Yeah, okay. Well, thank you, Henry. It was a very mature look at this subject. I was worried when I saw it was you popping up, yes. I was worried that you laughed at him going, yes. You said yes in a funny way. It's you doing the voice. Well, look at it. Clearly, if it was me doing the voice, how could I surprise myself by saying yes in a funny way and then laughing at it? It's a good point. You'd have to be mentally ill, Richard. Well, I'm not, am I? I'm the sanest person. You're the sanest person I know, Richard. That you are also the only person I know. I'm winking at it. Don't sit on it, Barbara. Don't sit on it, Barbara. Yeah. Well, that's some change. Anything else to add? I mean, I'm so impressed by the maturity you've shown here, Henry Hippo, and everything you've done for us. So is there anything else you want to add to the report? No, think they've done it. Think that's it. Thanks. Okay. Well, look. Well, this is brilliant. Oh, just one thing. Yeah. What would the one thing be? I love big wobbling boobies, Richard. I love them. Don't look. We're trying to pretend we're not sexist. Big wobbling boobies. We believe women should be treated as if they're equal. Big wobbling boobies. Turn it off, Terry. Get him away from here. He's ruined it again. Hasn't he? Oh, why do we keep giving that guy a chance? Did somebody say Guy? Like Guy Fawkes? That's not an innuendo. Anyway, I think we've shown our true colours there. Yeah, I think we have. No. And look, you can be feminist and you can be anti-sexist jokes and you can still allow an historical... I'm not saying the Bible shouldn't have been repaired in the repair shop. I'm saying that the Bible and Bob Monkhouse's horrible joke book of sexist jokes are equal and should be treated with the same respect. If you're treating the Bible with that respect, treat Bob Monkhouse's jokes with those respect, because they are the same. In fact, Bob Monkhouse's book is not as bad as the Bible, because I've just read out the bad bits of the Bible. They don't tell us what the jokes were, but, I don't think the repair shop should be start preaching to us. That's all I'm saying. But until next time, that is all we've got for you here. I'm Rich Terry, this is Ali. So thank you very much. Goodbye. We'll see you on the next news round. I was quite well, didn't I? No, did it go well? I think it did go quite well. I think they can hear us. I don't think they can. They've turned their mics off now, so we're just pretending to talk. Okay, and I'll just do that. God, that's what you got to do. Yeah, you're doing well, Rich. And then we play this.